لله. Excuse me, I will get back to talking in English, just wait for 10 seconds. اليوم رحنا اجتماع ويا الدكتور ثامر حول هواية أشياء صارت عندنا بالجامعة. أولها السعر والجي بي اي، وطولنا تقريبا 5 ساعات بالاجتماع. سويت تلخيص عن كل الأشياء اللي صارت بالاجتماع، بس راح أحكي باللغة الإنجليزية لأنه أعرف عراقي وخايف إنه بعض العرب ما يفهموني 100%. لذلك راح أحكي بالإنجليزي، وإذا عندكم أي شيء ما فاهمينه تقدرون تسألوني بالكومنت. Excuse me. Today we had a meeting with Mr. Thamer, who is an executive. I'm not sure actually what he does in the college, but anyways, I think he is like one of the big bosses in the college. And so we talked for like 5 hours, starting from 11 a.m. to like 3:30 p.m. And we talked about all kinds of subjects. And so I will be memorizing everything that we talked about today, and I'll make it in a video so that you can just listen to me. And so I started writing with the GPA, what was the thing with making no more A plus and starting with the A. So now the GPA is from 4, and that's the top. And the reason for that is because every single college in the UAE follows that system, like out of 4 GPA. And the problem was with any student that would leave our college and go to study master's degree anywhere else, what they would do is they would like do some kind of equation, and that would always hurt the student. They started with an example of a girl who had 2.75 GPA, and to get into the college that she wanted to get a master's in, she had to have over 2.5 GPA. And so because her GPA was out of 4.5, they, I think, multiplied times 4.5, then divided by 4 anyways, and then she had her GPA become 2.45, which is not good for her. And the fact is, all that because she had 1 A plus, and so that made her to 2.75. Anyways, after she came back to the college and they talked to her and they went to lots of procedures, they removed that A plus and they made her GPA out of 4, and then her new GPA became 2.74, so she was accepted into the college. So this is all in all a very positive thing, a positive change to the college, and it was necessary because the municipality of education did order that should happen. And so from now on, A and A plus are the same thing. Other thing that changed is how you will get a discount. Before you'd have to get 4 out of 4.5 to get the 20% discount, but now you just need to get 3.8. And that will be easier now because you don't have to get all A's. You can get some more B's, and yeah, you will get 20%. Some of the stuff that we talked about with them was adding some kind of discount for brothers and sisters, or some kind of discount for even lower GPA, like 3.5 we get 10%. We were told that they will discuss it and we will get back to it later. Other stuff that we talked about was the fact that all students would have been hurt by the fact that the GPA is out of 4.5, because all colleges, when they go to the masters, they would multiply by 4.5, then divide by 4, and that would always decrease the GPA, which was not a good thing. So this thing is a lot better for all the students. And the other stuff that happened was, they told us that they would be working on making us study abroad, the exchange student thing that some colleges do, so that if you want to go study in Europe or in America or in Canada for like a semester, you can do that now more easily. You just need to go and talk to the people in charge. And this was all that we talked about on the GPA. The subject we talked about was the books thing, how each student has to pay 250 for each book, I think. And so we talked about, why do we have to pay that price? What if we don't want the book? Because most of us don't even use the book. And we were told that the reason for that was that the government came to them and were like, why don't your students use textbook? And the problem was that the college would get 1,000 book and only 50 or 100 would have get bought, and so later they wouldn't be able to return it to the supplier because they've already bought the books, and that would cause financial problems for them. And other than that, they've also said that it's very important to read out the textbook for the tests and everything, and that the teachers will be starting to implement the textbook more importantly from now on. And we've also asked them if they can make it more technological, like adding PDFs or having some of the books in the library, and they said that they will look into this too, and so we will know more about this in the next month. Council to happen in our college so that it will be easier for students to communicate with the teachers, but we were told that there are stuff and steps being taken to ensure that that will happen in a safe way, away from politics and all that problems. So they are working on it, and they said that they need some papers and some procedures to go through before they can continue it, and they will get back to us on that too. So we basically talked about lots of stuff, and I'm going to continue, and I'm sorry if this is taking too long. The library for some time. We talked about how we needed to have more hours, and they said that that's already have been implemented this year, so it will now last for more hours. I don't remember till when it will last. He actually didn't tell us, but we will find out later. And he also talked about plans to make the library a public library, so people from outside can come to it, so that the library will be bigger and so that it will be integrated, so we no longer need to go between libraries from time to time, and so that will be a good move for the library. They're also planning on making the Moodle better and trying some electronic stuff. Someone complained about how some teachers ask for the reports to be written handwriting, and that's just a waste of time and useless. And so they were told that they are working on making it more electronical and more internet based, so that it's easier for everyone. Talked about access to the teachers, because the fact that we can only go to the teacher at separate times has been causing lots of trouble for our students, that we can't reach them at all. Like, for example, I couldn't get to a teacher all the time last semester because every time I had a free time it was taken by the girls, so I couldn't see the teachers at all, and that's a problem shared by lots of people. And we looked into ways to have that removed, that we would be able to reach the doctors anytime we want to. And so some of the suggestions that were thrown on the board were put security guards, but that seemed to cost lots of money, put cameras, which already are there, and the third suggestion which I made was put cards in, so that you can sign in with your ID and you will be known to have interned, and so it will be more safe for everyone, and that will probably happen. We were told that it's going to go into discussion, and we will be told what will happen next month. Lots of other subjects. We talked about the open day, how bad it was, and how they are planning to make it a lot better this time and make it outdoor and more at night. We also talked about the graduation party and how it had some trouble, and we were explained to why the troubles arose, like the timing, which was because of a sheikh that came and he didn't have any free time on his schedule, which was for the fact that he's busy. Lots of stuff were told to us of why there were problems before, and we were told that they are working on it, and this time graduation party and the open day will be a lot better. We were promised that. And additionally, we had some problems like dentistry. Someone from dentistry came. I'm dentistry, but like a girl from clinics came and talked about how they have some problems with the chairs, and they have some problems with the lights and sinks and x-ray lab and shorts of doctor availables, some kind of problem in the productive lab, I think. And so all of those were talked about. Oh, stocks, there was not enough stocks, and we were given very good answers. For example, we will have new stocks. We will have like 15 new chairs from Germany, and we will have better x-ray machines, new x-ray machines coming. Productive lab thing will be looked into, so lots of problems will be solved. Also, we have people complaining from business, IT, especially the IT people, and the doctors did say that there's lots of work to be done on the IT department, and it is being worked on, and they are talking to the dean of IT to make it a lot better. Also, from now on, any suggestions that you have will be delivered to them easier, and anything that you need will be delivered easier. We've been talking, people from IT, for example, talked about how they need some supervision, so that when they have classes and there's only a computer between them and the teacher, that the computer will work better. I don't really remember all of the stuff that happened, but some of the stuff I will make it in another clip. Oh, we also had some people from the pharmaceutical department and from the engineering, and they talked about lots of problems that they have, like classes not being available, and they will get more teachers to solve that problem. Um, the pharmaceutical people talked also about how many problems they have, and they complained about the paying, but they were told. Oh, and a girl for interior design complained about the fact that they have to pay 1,000 every semester for I forgot what's it called, some kind of workshop for them, but they pay like each semester they have to pay 1,000, and that was explained to them. They said that because every single student that comes into the college has to pay 10,000 for that, and so they distributed the 10,000 over 5 years and once every 2 semesters. So basically, you'll just have to pay that 1,000 10 times to cover something that you already have to pay, but instead of paying it as 10,000 in 1 year, it will be distributed throughout the years. And so I'm going to talk about the money thing. Why now? I know this was the most important part, but the thing is, we got to talking about the money, and it took a lot of time to convince the students what is going on. And I just kept lots of points to show you why the prices were increased. Let me just start with the fact that everything in the UAE has been getting more expensive. Everything from Pepsi to petrol to everything. And so the expenses for keeping the college itself has gotten more expensive. But anyway, there were lots of reasons why the college increased their prices. And number one was the fact that